Let us now try and see how to install EasyTap application. To start off with, there will be a link sent to your mobile number. You will open that link. So now I have a link that I have received on my mobile phone. I will click on it. You will select just once. Through Chrome you will download. Now you will have an option here to download. Click on download. You will now see the file is getting downloaded. EasyTap Android APK. Now the download complete. Select it. Now at the bottom you can see install. You click on install. Now the app is getting installed. So the app has been installed. So select open to open. Now you could see it is asking us to enter user ID and password. Let me enter user ID and password. So once you enter user ID and password, click on login. See, there's a notification you've received. Allow EasyTap to access photos, medias and file on your device. Click on allow. And there is a notification that you receive install EasyTap service app. This is an automatically received notification. You just say yes. See, the service app is getting installed automatically. So it is downloading now. So once the installation is completed, you'll be able to start doing transactions. So this allows an automatic download of service app. This is just a one-time activity. So once you download it, it will be there forever. So the first login, the first app download, you will get this option. So thereafter there will be nothing. You will just enter user ID, password and start doing transactions. You could see it is still getting downloaded. See, in a couple of minutes it is done. So now you have a notification. For your security, your phone is not allowed to install unknown apps from this source. So click on settings here and you will say allow. You will select allow from this source, right? So installation apps from this source may not put your phone and data address, so you will just say allow from this source. So now you click on the bottom, you see install. So let's install EasyTap V2. See, now the app is installed. You click on done and allow V2 to access media files. You say allow and you say allow EasyTap V2 to make and manage phone calls. You click on allow and you allow EasyTap V2 to access this device's location. You say allow. See, now we are ready. You could see enter token ID. So let's see where the app is. On the desktop you could see an orange colored icon written EasyTap. That's the app we have downloaded. Now let's get familiar with EasyTap application and see the application in detail. So let's click on EasyTap application installed in your phone. You could see an orange colored icon written EasyTap, the first application in the first phone. Click on it. Enter login ID and password and click on login. You can see a hamburger menu in the left top corner. Click on it and you could see different options here. So the first one is sale. So if you click on sale, it will take you to enter token ID page where you will enter token ID and do a transaction. The second option is transaction history. If you click on transaction history, you will be able to see all transactions done. You will also have a drop down here. You can select a transaction done in the previous days. You select particular transaction, you will be able to see how many transactions done on those days. So on third, we have done one transaction. If you click on that transaction, you will be able to see everything here. So transaction history basically allows you to see the transactions you have done for the day and also see older transactions by selecting the date range. You can choose a particular transaction you would want to view, which is what we have selected, one transaction. In case if we have to send a receipt, you can resend it by clicking the option resend receipt. And if you want to see the receipt, you have a link here. Click here, you will be able to see the receipt. You could see a receipt, basically a charge slip sent to the customer on a successful transaction. Now let's explore other options. You have a change password. So change password allows you to change the password from existing to new password. And you have an option help and support. So let's explore help and support option. Through this option, you can call EasyTap support by clicking on call EasyTap support. So this feature allows you to talk to a support center, which is our call center, directly. A call will be routed. And the other option is log a support ticket through email. So if you select it, you'll be able to see a drop down where you will select particular issue that you are facing. So let's say transaction issue. You will enter your email ID and you will add your comments. Your comments, this is a field where you will clearly mention what is the issue exactly being faced. So in case, for example, if you have a pin pad issue, you will enter pin pad issue and any particular number that is not working, you can select. So this basically allows our call center executive to identify what is the issue being faced and help you resolve that particular issue. And click on log support ticket. An email will be routed to our support center. So you can expect a call from our support center in an hour and you can expect a resolution accordingly. And you also have an option call me back. You click on call me back. This option is used in case you do not want to call immediately or you're busy. So you can use this option and enter your mobile number. A call me back option will be displayed and a call will be received in 30 minutes to 1 hour. And you can expect resolution accordingly. Let's do a transaction. Open EasyTap application from your phone. You could see an orange colored icon written EasyTap. First application in the first row. Click on it. Now enter login ID and password. Your login ID will be your mobile number and password is sent to you via SMS. Please refer your SMS and enter the password accordingly. And click on login. Now enter token ID and pull out order details and then complete the payment for the order. Let's enter token ID. So once the token ID is entered, we'll click on fetch details. You could now see payment details are displayed, token number, reference ID, customer mobile number and total amount. So now ensure the device is switched on. So once the device is switched on, we'll click on card. Now we will connect the device through Bluetooth. In order to do that, let's click on scan again. Now we have a notification being displayed. EasyTap V2 is asking to turn on Bluetooth. So we will click on allow in order to connect the device through Bluetooth automatically. You see a couple of devices are being scanned. So let us see what is the device we are attempting a transaction. So in order to identify that, we have a S/N number mentioned here. You can see that is serial number. So you just see the last 4 digits 8469. So we have the second one MPOS ending with 8469. Let's select the device. Now the device is connected and it is asking us to swipe or insert the card. So we have two types of cards. One is a chip card and the other one is swiping card. If we are trying a transaction on a chip card, we will then use chip card slot. And if we are trying out a transaction on a swiping card, we will then use swiping slot. Please remember to have a black color strip facing towards you exactly like this in case if you are trying a transaction with a swiping card. And you gently swipe it. So now I have a chip card here. I am attempting a transaction on a chip card. I will use the chip card slot, which is right here. You will insert it. Now you see the card is being processed and it is asking us to enter the PIN. We will always give it to the customer to enter the PIN since it is considered to be a confidential information. Let's hand over it to the customer. Now, immediately after the PIN is entered, you will click on Enter button. On the green color, the bottom one, click on it. Now the PIN is getting authorized. You see the transaction is approved and you have a message here, please remove card if present. You see a green color tick mark mentioned payment successful. You've done a transaction for 200 rupees and it is successfully completed. Let's attempt another transaction where we will have our customer entering an incorrect PIN and see the error response. So click on EasyTap application. Enter login ID and password. Click on login. Now we'll enter token ID. And click on fetch details. Now you could see payment details are displayed, token number, reference ID, customer mobile number and total amount. So ensure the device is switched on and click on card. So now we will click on scan again in order to connect the device through Bluetooth. Now we have a notification EasyTap V2 is asking to turn on Bluetooth. We will click on allow in order to connect the device through Bluetooth automatically. Now we have couple of devices scanned. Let's identify the serial number of the device. In order to do that, you will turn the device and see S bar N number is mentioned. The last 4 digits of the device is 8469. So let's select particular device. It is the first one over here. Now the device is connected. It is asking to swipe or insert the card. Let's do a transaction. I have a chip card. I am inserting it in the chip card swap. Now I will hand it over to the customer to enter the PIN. In this case, he'll enter an incorrect PIN. And let's see what will be the response. So once the PIN is entered, you will click on enter. See the PIN is authorizing and you could see the message decline. See HDFC PIN required, invalid PIN. You could see an error message here. Invalid PIN, please try again. Okay. So that is basically a transaction to demonstrate an invalid PIN entry. Thank you.